Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Don't forget to like, share, ring the notification bell so that when I post new videos, you're first to get notified. So today's video is about the second part of the video I did. So if you didn't check out that video, you can check it either on my left side or my right side. I will put it so that you can check the first part, so that you know what is going on, like what I'm talking about in this second part. So I started a series which talks about universities, especially like Italian universities, so that people who want to come and study in Italy can know and get informed about what is to expect when you decide to come in Italy and study. So I started with the University of Sapienza, which is the biggest university in Italy and considered like one of the oldest universities in Europe. So I already made the first part, which talks in general, and this second part we talk about like things which are like we talk about subtopics which are like the university ranking, the some services like the foundation. Excuse me if you hear some noises, so there are some people working outside and it couldn't be helped, so my apologies in advance. So let's get back to the video. So today I will be talking about certain subtopics which include the university ranking, some services which are foundation year, summer and winter schools, admission procedures and the documents which are required. So it might be of interest to some people and most people maybe who are always considering the university ranking as one of the factors to select the university. So some people, it's very important to know if the university is in the first place in the world or is in the last place. So for those who might be interested and see that as an important factor, I have here some list of the rankings. So if you want to study in archaeology, the university is ranked as 11th in the world, and then we have some physics and astronomy, which is ranked as 34 in the world, and we have library and information management is ranked as 43 in the world, and Center for World University Ranking, which is like the world ranking for like in another category, because there are two which are Center for University Ranking and QS World Ranking. So in the Center University Ranking, it is ranked as 67 in the world, and then the QS World University Ranking, it is ranked as 217. So before I go on, I would like to say something. So as I said before, for some people it may be important what is the rank of the university in selecting which university they want to go. Yes, and the world ranking usually has a lot of factors included in it. So for the university to be first or for the university to be ranking, there are a lot of factors such as research done, papers and something like that. So for those who saw the university and then it has what it requires, I don't know if it's so important to check the world ranking. For me, the excellence of the university is very important. So don't be discouraged that it is in 200, so maybe it's not the best. I want to show you that it's still the best and does so well in research and other things. So going forward, we have the foundation year. So this is actually the program which is found in most of Italian universities, and that is because some people who comes from American education system, they don't have a total of 12 years, like the education level from primary school to secondary to high school. So like in Tanzania, we have like 13 years. So, and the minimum requirement here is the maximum requirement is 12 years, and we already have 13 years. So for people who comes in most African countries, they don't have this problem. But for other people who have studied in other European countries and in the US or some Asian countries, they face this problem so much. So they, as the universities, decided to start this foundation year so that they can help people who studied only 11 years or 10 years So they can have this program. So students comes here and study for 1 year to meet those 12 years requirement. Also, this foundation year is not only to cover that 1 year gap, but also for students who want to study courses in Italian, so like medicine, nursing, microbiology, botany, bioinformatics, and some others which are taught in Italian and they are not to the Italian language level which is required. This also helps them. So primarily, student comes and starts studying in English, and later on Italian is being intercooperated in the middle, so that you know the Italian aspect of the courses. And also it helps students who wants to do the admission test, which is commonly for some courses like microbiology, medicine, nursing, because some tests are usually classified parts in English and parts in Italian. So other people prefer to go in Italian courses because it's easier to learn Italian, and you're sure that when you finish you already know Italians and you can work in Italian working system. So it also helps those people who want to do the admission test, which is in Italian. So this course helps them. Okay, another thing is they have summer and winter schools. So these are like short courses where you come in the summer and study in areas like the Italian language and culture, then classic and archaeological and other courses. So this way, if someone wants to come for the university, coming in the summer and the winter, the short courses helps them to see the university, how things are done, and experience the whole culture and the environment of Rome, and so that they can have the clear picture of what they will be getting into. So I would recommend, if someone plans to come here, they can start with the winter and the summer schools, or you can just come yourself and visit and see the city yourself and do some research on your own. Another thing is so another important aspect of the university is the admission procedures and the documents. So Sapienza University has something called pre-election or pre-selection, and it is found in some universities also for some courses, not all courses, especially courses in STEAM, like science courses, technology, something like that. So this pre-selection application is usually also for most of English programs. So how it goes is like you send your certificates in a certain website. They usually have their website. I will put it in the description, where you can send your certificates and all the documents which are required. Then they will check the documents, and if you meet the requirements, then they can send you the area what do they say, the letter which says like you are eligible for the course which you are choosing. So that way it can help you to apply for the visa if you require a visa early as possible. So in this pre-selection is usually done from November to April. So for international students who requires the visa, they can do the visa and things like that. So when you pass this pre-selection and you're eligible, you are certainly that you will be selected for the program which you are actually choosing. And usually for after the pre-selection and you already got your acceptance letter, studies commonly start in September here. So it gives you this long time to prepare yourself until you come in the middle of September, or some courses in the beginning of October, or some courses which require the admission test in the middle of October until November. And some of the most important documents which you need to prepare for the university, of course the certificates are most important, the university certificate, the transcript of results, your passport, your CV, portfolio for some courses like architecture and design, recommendation and reference letters, which for me I advise to prepare at least 2. because most of the universities usually ask two. In Sapienza, it depends on the course. So some will say only one, some will say two. And if you worked, you could ask one also from the working side, which you did work, so that you can have like one from work and one from the university. Well, it doesn't make so much difference, but I advise you to prepare at least two. And language certificates. So one thing about Italian universities, they don't require TOEFL, IELTS, Cambridge universities, if you did the studies in English. So let's say I studied in Tanzania and I did my secondary school, high school, bachelor in English. So what they would need is a letter from the university if I'm doing masters, or a letter from the high school if I'm doing bachelor, that the language which was used for my studies was English. And if you studied in Italian also and you're coming for Italian courses, you could also have that certificate which says the language of your language of instruction for your studies was also Italian. And some also other people who come from English speaking countries like US, Ireland, they do not require anything because they're already English speakers. So those are the things which you could prepare. And finally, I would like to talk about some courses. And so Sapienza has a lot of English courses, and some are divided. Some are in English, some are in Italian, and some are in mixture. Like you see, like computer science has Italian and English. So there are other people who are studying in English, and there are other people who are studying the same course but in Italian. So some of the courses which I'll be showing here on the left side, on the right side scrolling, those are some of the courses which are taught in English, and some of the courses which are like mixture of both English and Italian. So also some courses which are bachelor, which are taught in English, that include nursing, bioinformatics, microbiology, computer and pharmaceutical, bachelor, and nursing, I said nursing, medicine, which is also like taught in English, and there is also the Italian part. So I think that will be all for today. If you have questions, don't forget to write to me. I will put my email as always in the description, and there is someone who has been asking me for my email several times. I want to tell you, I don't remember your name. I put my email in the description box and I have answered your comments, so please check it out there so that you don't have to ask again for the email which is already there. If you don't know what the description is, it's that part of the video which has written part explaining what the video is about. So if you scroll down there, you will see my email. Don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe, click the notification bell so that when I post new videos, you are first to get notified. And keep learning, and I will catch you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, here from Italy.